Alright, in this video we're going to spend a few minutes and talk about organization of your work, nomenclature of your files, and how to create your first NetBeans project and fix some of the errors that you might come across. As you get deeper and deeper into programming, you're going to start to realize that you're creating a lot of files, and if you don't keep your work organized using folders and proper file names, you're going to run into a real mess and you're not going to know which project is which. In this course, there's a very specific way that I want you to name your files, and we'll get into that right now. So let's create our first NetBeans project. To do that, we're going to go in and click on File and then New Project. For this course, we're working with Java with Maven, and we're going to create a Java application. Click Next, and there's a few fields here that we can fill out. The very top one is the project name. Well, the first project that we're going to work on here is the greetings assignment, and you can see it tells you how to name the file. It's saying Unit 1 assignment for and then underscore greetings. Instead of assignment, we're going to use lesson. So we're going to name it Unit 1 Lesson 4 underscore and then the name of the assignment. In this case, it's greetings. The next field that you can update if you like is the project location. By default, NetBeans stores all of your projects in a folder called NetBeans Projects, which is stored in your Documents directory. To change this, click the Browse button. This is the folder I use for all the work that gets submitted, and this is the folder I'm going to use for my instructional videos. So I want to store this project in the Instructions folder. I'll click Open, and now you can see that the path is there. Down here, under Group ID, I've changed the default group ID to my last name because it just makes more sense for me. You can change that if you like. Down here under Package, you can see that the group ID is automatically there, and then dot the project name. Now this is an optional field and you can fill it in if you want. By default, NetBeans is going to create a package for you and populate it with a class. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. Alright, so here's our project, our Unit 1 Lesson 4 underscore greetings, and under source packages you can see this is the package that NetBeans has created for us, and it's named exactly the same way as it was over in the text field. It's got the group ID and then the project name, and then it has a class for us, and the class is also named the same as the project. Now, if you're going to use this class, then that's fine. You don't have to do anything else. But if you decide that you want to create your own package and your own class, you're going to need to clean up your work environment, and that means you're going to need to get rid of any packages or classes that you're not using. So let's create our own package for this assignment. I'm going to right click on Source Packages and then New and then Java Package. Because we're doing our Hello World or Greetings assignment, I'm going to name this Hello World. And I'm not going to change anything else in here. I'm just going to go ahead and hit Finish. And now we can see there's my new package, but it doesn't have a class in it. So I'm going to right click on that package, select New, and then Java Class. And I'm going to name this Hello. Now a lot of times you'll see that the class is named the same way as the package is and also named the same way as the project. And this is actually a good way of doing things. I just want to name everything of mine differently so that we can take a look at some of the problems that might occur if we do this. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Finish. I can see now that I have a new package called Hello World, and inside that package a new class called Hello. I can also see that the code in the Hello class is pretty sparse. There's not a heck of a lot there. So what I'm going to do for this assignment is I'm going to use the text file that's there, and I'm going to copy and paste all of the code right in to my new class. So I'll select all of that, copy. I'm going to select everything in here and hit paste. Okay, now when I scroll through here, I can see that there's a few problems by these red exclamation marks. The first one at the very top is the package name. Now, this package name is the package name that was probably used to create the text file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to the package that I'm using. And the package I'm using here is Hello World. That seems to have fixed that problem. Now I'm going to scroll down here, and now it's calling my class Hello. But the difference here is my class has a lowercase h, and the one in the code here has an uppercase. So I'm going to have to change it to be the same as what we're using in this project. Okay, so there's a couple instances there, and then if we go down to where the main is, we have to fix this one as well here too. So now it looks like everything in the code matches our environment or the package and class that we're using here. Now, if I go ahead and run this program, I don't see anything popping up, but I do see down in the console, hello world. Now, if we go back to the original class that was created by NetBeans and take a look at the code, we can see that's exactly what it's doing. It's printing out to the console right here, hello world. And that's what's happening. So why isn't NetBeans running our new class or the new main in our new class? Well, maybe we need to right click and clean and build. We did do a lot of editing here, so let's see if that helps out. Looks like the build was successful. I go ahead and run, and down here in the main I get the same output. Well, the other thing I need to do is I need to clean up my work environment, and that means I need to get rid of the packages and the classes that I'm not using. And in this case, I'm not using the ones that were created by NetBeans. I'm using the package and the class that I created. So I'm going to right click on the class here, and I'm going to go ahead and select delete. And it gives me the option to safely delete it, which I think means that you're going to be able to restore it if you find out that you deleted something that you didn't want. But I know that I want to get rid of it for sure. I'm not using it, and I need to clean up my work environment. I'm going to do the same thing with the package that was created by NetBeans. So I'm going to select delete, and yes, I'm sure, and now it's gone. Okay, so everything's good. Again, I'm going to go ahead and clean and build because I've done some major changes in this program. Make sure that I have a success in compiling everything, and it looks like we're all good. If I run it, let's see what happens. Now we got an error here, and if I scroll over and take a look, it looks like it's still looking for the main and the class from the original version of the program when it was created by NetBeans. Somehow we need to say, no, the main is in this new class now. And the way to do that is to right click on the project and scroll right to the bottom where it says properties. I apologize, you won't be able to see it. It's off the video screen here. And then over on the left hand side, I'm going to select run. So right here we can see a field for the main class, and there's nothing in here right now, so we can click the browse button and it will look for all the mains in your project. And there's only one right now, and that's good. The only main should be the one that is in the class that we created. Now I can click OK. You can compile this again if you like, or clean and build if you like, but we should be able to go ahead and run. And there's our pop-up window. You can see from our code right here where it says super hello world, that's what's putting hello world up at the very top in the title bar. And then down here in our J label, the wonderful thing about Tiggers is what's getting printed into our window. All right, so now you have a great starting point to finish this assignment. All you need to do is update this J label and let me know a little bit about yourself. Once you've got everything completed and you're happy with the way it's running, making sure that there's no errors, making sure that you've cleaned up your work environment by getting rid of any packages or classes that you're not using, now what you're going to do is you're going to go find the project folder for this assignment. Now remember, when I created my project for this assignment, I changed the directory that it was going to be saved in. I changed it so that it would be saved in the instructions directory. And there it is right there. Since I'm on a Windows machine, all I need to do is right click on the project folder, select compress to zip, and I'm all set. The zip file is named appropriately so that I know what it is and so that my teacher knows what it is. It's named Unit 1, Lesson 4, Greetings. And this is the way you should be handing in your assignments. I hope this video has helped. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do in this course.